Yeah, this list is currently the #1 deck according to the data on untap.gg, and it's a weird list, guys. It's very, very strange. It's running Beta Ray Bill, as you can see, but no Thor. It's not a Hammers deck. It's just Beta Ray Bill. You've got Jane and King Eitri in here, of course, to help you find that hammer more reliably. But you've also got this like buff stuff, some kind of hand and deck buffing, Okoye, Nakia, Vision, America Chavez in here to push that Beta Ray Bill, you know, maybe up even just a point or two, getting him to 7, 8 power, sometimes 9 if Chavez hits can be insane. That makes the hammer push this up to, you know, 14, 16, 18 power, which is usually enough to like single-handedly really contest the location, maybe not win it, but you know, by the time you add in an armor or a Chavez or, you know, Vision over there, whatever, a few other little buffed things, because these are often like 4 power or whatever, for sure that locks down a spot. Then you've also got Galactus, Fantastic Four First Steps in here as another just giant guy. So you're basically kind of creating these two vectors in this deck where you're trying to win through Beta Ray Bill location, and you're trying to win with a giant Galactus later, and you have just enough early stuff. You know, you can usually get that Galactus up to like 16 or 18 power, very similar range as Beta Ray Bill. And again, when supported by another small guy or two, that's usually enough to carry a location. You also have some like bigger power spikes. You know, Jane can really make them work for something or be a big secondary commitment. Enchantress, same story, and has that counter ability as well if you're dealing with something like a Mr. Negative deck or whatever, some ongoing stuff. Gets removed with a big body here, and like suddenly this deck just puts out numbers, and it puts the numbers in like specific spots, of course, that are just really, really good. You don't have to necessarily go 3 across. You just got 2 big guys, support, a little bit of protection with armor, a lot of consistency for that Beta Ray Bill. Even if you don't hit the bill, I've still been able to piece together wins just because, you know, a lot of little 2-4s and 3-4s, and Viv can make stuff pretty big. You know, this can be an 11 power Jane suddenly. All that comes together and just wins games, and that's why this currently has the best data on Untapped post Infinite right now. Highest win rate, highest cube rate. I also fired off a 10-2 run up a pile of cubes with this deck. It's like simple. It's shocking to me that it works. Like Scorpion in here, just like, again, another like honest old school 2-drop. It's crazy how many like just cheap, weird little 2-drops are in here, but that's just good from a consistency standpoint. Hand buff stuff is weird. Only one hammer is weird, but it just gets there. Like I don't even really totally understand it myself. It just kind of works, as you're gonna see in this video. You just put out numbers and you win games, and it feels pretty cool, actually. Like it's just an honest numbers based deck that doesn't feel like cheesy, doesn't feel like it's cheating or doing anything broken or crazy. It's just straightforward, honestly pretty simple to play, I think, too, just putting things in the right spots. And it's good, and I welcome that. I actually think that's awesome that a deck like this is actually working really well. So hopefully you'll enjoy this look at the Beta Ray Galactus deck. It's one of the weirder ones I've seen recently, and if you know who made this, by the way, feel free to share that in the comments if it's from a creator or something. It just popped up on tap for me, but pretty crazy cool deck, honestly. I like this a lot. I think you're going to enjoy this video too. All right, King Eitri, yeah, let's put him left. Well, I don't know. Can we actually, we might be good right for Galactus, right? Because they might have like 3s and 4s that try to flip and they get pulled left. We do have 3s and 4s, but you know, we can already get a couple cards out early, so it's all right. It's crazy to me this deck's running armor, by the way. It's like, what is this even for? There's not even that much Shang-Chi right now. I just don't, it's crazy, dude. Only Beta Ray Bill, not Thor. Like, that's crazy to me too. It's just such a crazy list. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if this is from another creator or, you know, it's just the #1 deck on Untap, but it's so much about it is so interesting to me. Like Scorpion and Cable, what are they doing in here? Why? What are they for? You know, I just like, there's so much about this that I just don't understand. Kind of like my hair today, I don't understand. Just wet from the shower. I didn't do anything with it. This is real life hair. Whoa, okay. I changed the calculation a little bit for our Galactus, but he's already gotten so big, I'm not even sure I care. Oh, we might just put him in here, yeah. Protect him behind armor, for sure. That's totally fine. Cable left is great. No Beta Ray Bill for either this Jane or this King Eitri right now, sadly, so that would be our best top deck. It's kind of wild that Jane's in here for only one card, and if you already have Eitri, that card fails. That's crazy, but it makes sense because like Beta Ray Bill is a 4/15 in that scenario, right? Which a 4/15 is crazy. Like that's really good. Oh god, dude, are they actually gonna get to my Galactus here? Shut it down. It's really close. Hold up. 18. Oh my god, Galactus holds for one more turn. Unbelievable. Viv, I guess, plus Chavez. This Kunlun, like, man, I don't really have a way to interrupt that, you know? I can technically, if we lose right and if Viv moves, you know, Sparky can pull Viv back. I don't know if that's even something I want necessarily, but it's just saying it's possible. Oh my god, the beast bounce. Oh boy. Well, I mean, Galactus is getting really big. Currently, it looks like, you know, oh, Beta Ray Bill into Eitri, bro. Yes, that's gotta be better, right? Jane, we can still just play next turn, whatever, that's fine. Unless they have a Frigga, you know, it might be hard for them, but if they have Frigga, like, forget it, you know, winning 2 spots becomes pretty trivial in that case, I would say. Beta Ray Bill just does not get big enough there, even with a Chavez hit, which is really cool. The torches will be enormous with Frigga. With Beast's discount, it definitely seems possible, and they're snapping, so I mean, I think it's very possible. This is just Frigga, yeah, sadly. Yeah, so that's like 28 and 28 easy on those torches, right? Well, maybe not always exactly 28, I guess, but I can't flip mid in a compelling way, right? That's the problem. Can I get strong enough left to beat 28 with like Jane Stormbreaker, man? Is this a crazy idea right here? Like maybe Stormbreaker just holds here and they're like so focused on Kunlun getting good that they kind of forget left also has to be good. What did they have? They had Ghost Spider and like they finished on Frigga, so they would basically play like torch wherever and then Ghost Spider that torch over here. That goes 28 and 3 is 31 and 9. Like that definitely wins here. Do they play cards mid or do they just double down left? They had a Madam Web. They could just easily play stuff mid is the problem, right? But they could also double down left and right and give mid. I don't know. I'm gonna say they're gonna double down left and right and give mid. That's my guess. Something's mid. I'm not happy about that. Is it just the Madam Web? What is that? What is it? How big is it? Oh no. Oh no, how big is it? Oh, it's just the Madam Web! I'm a genius! I mean, I didn't even really need the Beta Ray Bill stats here for the record. I guess we could have still just gone chain mid, but you know, easy either way. Oh, dude. This covered against more edge cases, I think. Like this held against Madam Web really nicely. By the way, I said 31, but I forgot to account for the Kunlun buff again, right? So it's actually 33 plus 9. Either way, it didn't matter. We were too small, but good win against pretty scary stuff there, actually, dude. And they snapped on us too. Whew. All right, we've got Camelot. A little weird for us, I guess. By the way, this whole deck is so weird, dude. I cannot believe that this deck right now has the highest post infinite win rate on Untapped. It's honestly legit blowing my mind. Yeah, I mean, we have a few cards here that do benefit from Camelot. Thing is, if I want to lean into Beta Ray Bill, you know, I don't want to play him into Camelot necessarily. I mean, it's not a disaster, I guess, but I'm just saying if I want to really support Galactus. That said, a 14 power Galactus might be enough because their biggest card might just be Thanos. Like, it might be job done already. This is good, though. Sakar, I hope it doesn't pull Galactus. Anything else is fine. Anything else is fine. Maybe Enchantress is good. Just kind of big. Oh, Enchantress left is good too now, though, interestingly enough. Still, it might be worth it even though you lose power because you're debuffing speed. Okay, we got the one card I didn't want. Who could have guessed otherwise? Okay. So Jane means I actually still get really strong mid, though. Okay, this is fine. Actually chill. So now we can just go Beta Ray Bill mid at 14. Hopefully, like we said, that holds against Thanos. And then, you know, right, we have Jane, Galactus, and then maybe even Spike left a little bit because Enchantress on 6 could be really good at that stage. Oh, Enchantress on 6 is going to be insane at that stage. They're going to have 20 power. We're going to have 6 and 9. Is that enough, though? 6 and 9 is only 15. I have a Chavez. That's really not enough. If I go for a Jane here, which does feel admittedly quite weird, at least you go 15 to 20, and then you go 15 and 9, 24 to 20. Yeah, that's probably better. This covers across all three still too, because you get better at. I think, does Galactus go off before the Camelot? I honestly have no idea. Did forget to account for this, by the way. 12 and oh, maybe we had 22 anyway with Hammer. I mean, Hammer can go right. It's the same difference, right? It doesn't really matter, but. Yeah, this looks good. They went Mockingbird mid, which is definitely not going to be enough unless they have a Cosmo to stop the Stormbreaker, which I don't see that happening. Enchantress lights up left. That's beautiful. They're losing so much power. They might think left looks pretty safe and then maybe right holds, you know. Oh, Thanos mid. I forgot about. That's insane. Oh, the stone. I did that the other day in a game. I did that the other day and I forgot. Or we talked about it. I don't know if we ended up doing it or not. I think that was in a video, right? I feel like I was talking about it. Thankfully, Enchantress, as we said, holds there. All good. Hammer might have held, by the way, too, because it would have been 22, like we said. But all good, all good. The fact that they had to beat the bill, you know, gave us the edge elsewhere, for sure. Thanos is so freaking sick mid, dude. Very cool play. Hey, the opponent has Kang. That's very fun. Very excited to play Kang. They'll get undoubtedly exactly Iron Man and Gore and Arnim Zola and all the cards, as they always do. Let's definitely go Koye Viv Vision. I can't believe that this honest of a buff platform is working, by the way. Just like, yeah, dude, just play some honest buff cards. It's all good. Let me save this for the Viv. I think going right makes sense. I don't really need the Nord Dimension that much right now. This deck really wants to play an honest curve, I think. There are a few extra things we could weave in, I guess, but I thought the opponent might play here so the commitment would feel worse. That said, they didn't, so now I'm having regrets. Why didn't you play here? Jerk. Maybe I go one card mid, one card right next turn, right, to set up for Viv, to like Scorpion mid, Cable right, or whatever. Luna Snow. Oh, maybe it's Nakia and Cable then. Okay. Sure. Good buffs. Good buffs. Thank you, Viv. A Jane we certainly don't need yet. Enchantress. I mean, they at least have some ongoing in here. We don't know what exactly, but yeah, I think I can lose my cube, right? I don't really care that much. Just want to make sure I'm ahead here for Viv mostly. I think that's more important. You know, I'm going to have a Nord Dimension to boost us on 6. We're getting the cube to boost us on 5. Not that I really even think I necessarily need either of those. Only problem is no Beta Ray Bill this game, so no big guy. Kind of relying on the medium-sized guys here to do the work. I can't wait to make a thumbnail that is Galactus's head on Beta Ray Bill's body. It's gonna be beautiful. Can't wait. Ooh, Gwynpool, by the way, very fun card. I think we could probably squeeze in a Gwynpool, right? It's a little smaller than just ripping like Enchantress Jane, I guess, but in theory, I like it a lot. Wins. Oh, hit the cube. Nice. That gets deleted anyway. We don't care. That's insane. That's insane. What a good hit, dude. They had so many targets. That's so unlucky for them. I mean, to be fair, they did. I would have maybe. I guess they didn't know if I was playing mid yet, but I don't know. I might have taken a chance on that anyway. Maybe. Hard to say for sure. Let's do Gwynpool first, just so that we have fewer targets in hand, right? Before I add all these Jins to hand. That way, you know, we're hitting hopefully Chavez and one of the big 5 drops to play next turn, right? I guess we're gonna have a little extra energy as well, so maybe play an armor off the top or something, but you get the idea. Gwynpool has isolated targets is generally better. Okay, she split them evenly, so we have a lot of good choices, I guess. Would have preferred stacking, you know, 1 or 2, but it's all good. At least we have some freedom. I don't exactly have a beat on the opponent's deck yet either, by the way. Kang is was that a Misery? Yeah, it looked like Misery. Yeah. which they're gonna have a million energy next turn, I guess. Jeez, Agamotto's a big boy. Jeez. King Eitri as well. This is also, their deck is also kind of just like doing tempo-y stuff. I don't know. It also feels kind of honest, right? Viv, oh, Viv moves. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know, how hard do I commit right, man? Like, I don't even have to go right, it's the crazy thing, but it does feel like you should probably try to flip it at least a little, right? I feel like an armor kind of makes sense. I don't know, dude, like, I can just fill my board, but opponent has a lot of extra energy. Because they did the misery, I mean, they could just play a million cards here. And it's just like, how many can they really play here is the question, you know? Well, one, we know the answer. But how big can it be, I guess, is my point, right? I might be able to get away with a Jhin there. And, like, better support left. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think we're kind of cooked, to be honest. They just get to play so much stuff. It seems really scary here. Maybe mid holds. Putting my next biggest card mid, basically, after the Jane right. Hoping that that makes the difference. We need to have 11 points or less right for them. They're getting 5 already. I guess a lot of these cards are probably the Jins they're playing to some extent. Oh, that's too tiny. Okay. Does mean I could have got away with a smaller card right as we thought. Maybe a Jin could have gone there. Surge, Jin. Wait, what? Nothing's happening yet. Oh, Miss Marvel, though, is nuts. Images, Miss Marvel, or do they go Kang? They get the Kang! Oh! The Scorpion debuff making all the difference, dude. Actually beautiful. Oh my god, I think they would have got us, right? It looks like they would have had 15 on each side. They missed a 50-50 thanks to the Scorpion debuff saving us. That was a sick turn, dude. I wondered why it looked so crappy everywhere else. Because they were cooking mid, that's why, man. They were cooking. Hey, Chavez first for sure, right? I think that's always the case. Yeah, Chavez first for sure. Chavez right. Armor on 2 is fine, I suppose. Lemuria. I'd rather have a Cable or Okoye or Scorpion. That's probably my least favorite 2-drop. With Bill in conversation now, maybe we actually just drop the E-Tree because we want to make sure if we don't hit Jane, right? We want to make sure we have that. I think sacrificing 1 power there is totally worth it. That's not an issue at all. Clubhouse, sure. We'll go Bill left because there's a good chance he gets a little boost in Monster Metropolis. Could maybe even solo that potentially since he's already going to be at 10 power. Clubhouse, like, theoretically pushing him even further, I guess. Kang is what? Discard a card. It's Hell Cow. Okay. Probably not super excited about that for them, I'd say. Let's go ahead and do the E-Tree, right? I don't think it hurts. Just make sure we don't draw it automatically, right? That's much, much worse. So you lose out on another card. I mean, if we got Jane anyway, I don't know. Do we even play Jane? I don't think we do, right? We probably just play the tempo-y stuff. Oh, Altar of Death. We can actually surprise them there with armor on turn 6, maybe. It's funny, that was also a death. They played death, and then they got Altar of Death. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think you fully lock in, right? I'm playing armor, not Galactus next turn. 7 points is, you know, theoretically enough to flip there. I might even, do I just put these over here just to really make sure we win this location, right? Because I don't actually care about mid. If I think I'm winning right, I don't really need mid. I mean, it's kind of nice to maybe keep them a little busy or something or whatever, but Bullseye just for energy. Okay, what is this? Oh, Namora buffed that Power Stone. That's sick, actually. That's really cool. Quinjet's another playable thing for us next turn, I guess. I need to hit like Scorpion or whatever, just something that's small and playable. Jane does not support the armor, sadly. I think this holds though. I think it's fine. We haven't seen them with the, well, they don't think they have a reason to contest Altar of Death, right? Like they think Altar of Death is safe. Okay, they do it anyway. Just rogue for the fun of it, I guess. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Thanos mid. If they had that one stone, they could have played Thanos right. Or if we, had priority, which is another reason to avoid mid, perhaps, by the way, I didn't even talk about. Just dropping priority 100%. Big old 20 power Beta Ray Bill, dude. That's super cool. Very strong. I like that this deck has just two big guys, and it's like, hey, deal with it. I got two big guys. Figure it out. Hey, Chavez. Yeah, we'll put you over here right. We'll get a little ahead for Viv, I think. Ooh. That could have stopped us in our tracks, to be honest, man. Ugh. Hit that Beta Ray Bill. Come on, I know you can do it. We've actually been hitting him a lot with Chavez. It's kind of crazy. Oh, better than Cable 100%. Yeah, that's insane for Viv. We still play Cable on 4 probably, Scorpion or Armor filling in. Thena, but that's a little slow to get rolling, so I think our Viv will hold for at least a minute here. Unless they go really ham. Oh, Sakar makes life a little weird, though. Because I don't want to lock myself out just yet, So I guess maybe we go Viv mid and hope she holds. Sakar is kind of bad news there. For the record, you can put the Viv there and just ride it for a minute. But, they could kind of trap you until turn 6 anyway, and then it's, same difference more or less. Cable gets ripped. That's fine. Mobius. Did you have a Surge in play? That's not irrelevant, I guess. Can I get a 2-drop? Fill in the curve? Oh, Viv, no, don't go there. Viv. Viv. You idiot, Viv. I mean, she's gonna move back, but she might go right now, which is a pain. Like, I need her to go mid. I feel like we're so screwed anyway, though, right? Like, how do I ever win this game? Like, Invisible Woman's insane. Mobius does not. Okay, that is the right spot to go, Viv, for the record, but I just don't see us winning this game in any form or fashion here. You got to put a big card here, but you're just not beating this, Like, these aren't ongoing effects, man. We're gonna have a pile of stuff in Jotunheim getting debuffed. Like, we're just in a terrible, terrible spot here. You could maybe have tried to snap Bob right or something, but that's not gonna work. So Thena does gain 6 here only, weirdly. They're kind of setting up for this Thena being a tie. Invisible Woman Thena. Oh, no, Fantastic Car. Oh, duh. There's another +4 here. I'm dumb. No, never mind. No, we're cooked, right? 100% cooked. Yeah. No. Literally impossible to win, so we'll just retreat. Yeah, I mean, that's just a hard one. I mean, maybe with some cheese from like a Beta Ray Bill, right? Maybe they didn't get such an insane hit. They got like basically everything they wanted early. It was gonna be a tough one to ever get there. Beautiful curve for everybody going right. I think we definitely go Viv first and foremost, right? Hello, opponent. Spooderman. That does not look like Spooderman to me. It looks like Coopter America. That is very dumb. Jane. Mojo World's weird. Like, I'm putting all my small cards right. I mean, we can't put like a hammer in there. Oscorp Tower. Are you kidding me? Crap. That sucks. Wow, that's so bad. Oh god, we're cooked. Oh, Spooderman's got us big time, guys. Maybe I should have locked them up here. I couldn't quite, but left them down to one spot maybe. I would love to win Mojo World. Galactus is gonna get weird though, because I'm potentially not. Yeah, okay, nice. I was gonna say if they play a card mid, things get weird. They are really limiting themselves, right? Can a like Galactus Jane combo just beat that, and then you just win mid with like Beta Ray Bill or maybe Enchantress? Since the game's going longer, you feel a lot better about finding Enchantress actually, as long as we don't naturally draw our hammer. That would suck because I'd lose a draw. Obviously Jane's gonna draw anyway here. Nice, okay. You ever go Jane mid just to really hone in on the Galactus here? You're thinking about committing an Enchantress somewhere, right? Or mid. Don't currently have that, of course, but I don't know. Find out if we get an enchantress or not. That's totally going to change the course of this game 1000%. Enchantress would be a delight. So interestingly, I actually need to lose priority here. If I do this, can I lose to like double Iron Man stuff or anything? Like Gore Iron Man? Or am I big enough that it holds? Like, surely I'm big enough that it holds, and I guarantee a loss in priority. Then I just try to win right with, like, you know, pile of dudes. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think this holds mid always, right? Even Iron Mans aren't good enough here. Jane's definitely not going to leave enough space to beat us mid, right? Outside of, I guess, exactly Shang-Chi or something. But we're getting so much bigger. Because we're gaining another 8 here and another 2 here. And the opponent got priority, which, like we said, is the most important thing, realistically. And then hopefully this is just enough, right? I mean, we do know this guaranteed works right, left. Like, maybe they don't really do much left because they think Gore is safe. Right? I don't think there's a risk, but maybe something like a Sage could beat us, you know? I would expect less of a Sage over here. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine, right? I think this holds. I don't know, unless they're running a Cosmo or something. Mid's gotta be okay, right? Because even a 5-power Iron Man just doesn't get you close. Because I'm at like 51, 50. Well, I guess the 2 from Galactus, by the way, is kind of always overkill, isn't it? Because if he gets buffed, you've won it anyway. But basically, functionally, kind of at like 51 or whatever. Taskmaster on a Jane is a weird play. Iron Man there, so we would have won right, it looks like. I think, anyway. 7 and 5. Actually, would have been close, honestly. Yeah, the Mystique mid, like we said, just won't matter. Can't be big enough. And none of these are big enough either, right? Oh, no, they really did go Sage left. Oh, no. What I was worried about right happened left. Are we big enough? Oh, God. Oh, my God, dude. Honestly, right would have been close too, though, because they had 5, 7, 10, 12. I mean, it would have been 16 to 12 instead of 15. But if they'd put a Sage right, oh my God, dude. I don't know why you don't just put the Psylocke mid. You know, is it a bot? They just fist bumped me. Like, bots don't fist bump, right? Do they? I just don't think this doesn't do anything here, right? I would have put that Mystique left probably. Maybe they were trying to play around exactly Enchantress. Maybe they know this list. But the Taskmaster is very strange. Why not play the Taskmaster after the Sage? I guess they wanted the Sage to be more buffed by having a 5-power card. Sure, I guess. Kind of it would have been 7 and 7 though, I think. Would have been maybe the same. Yeah, so maybe it didn't matter. Might have just been the only good target for Taskmaster since Jane came down last. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would have ever wasted a Mystique mid because I feel like I know I'm always losing mid. I think I would have just always put the Mystique left and Psylocke mid, which would have got them 1 more point, which we would have won in tiebreaker anyway. But, you know, they didn't really know what was happening. They certainly didn't know an Enchantress was happening, I don't think. So maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know. Scary win. I'm surprised we got there on that one. That seems pretty lucky. Gamma Lab, we are okay at. We'll have 2 bodies there, which, I mean, you certainly have to go for, right? Oh, the opponent's just not going to Gamma Lab. Really? Oh, it's Agatha. That's why, right? No, she controls on even turns, right? Wait a minute. Is the Black Knight really that important for you that you don't put it in Gamma Lab? I don't understand. Agatha's even turns, right? Am I high? Yeah, because she always plays Red Shift or whatever. She's 100% even turns. I don't know, man. I'm going to have an amazing Scar, though. I'll tell you that. If only Jane was buffed by 1, I'm going to have an even better Scar. Lady Sif hits death here. Okay. Oh, Agatha didn't get hit. Maybe it's not Agatha. Maybe they just decided to keep the Black Knight. But if you know you got a Sif, maybe they just drew the Sif. I don't really know. Oh, that's a great hit. Oh, for once I actually get the good X-Mansion roll? That's unheard of. Literally unimaginable. I've never experienced that before in my life. Yeah, we'll go Bill into Jane into whatever Scar plus stuff. I don't know. We're gonna be so strong here. Nothing's good. Hulk's probably the best. They lost their 4-drop, dude. That does cost me on Scar a little bit, but I think it's gonna be fine, right? Like I just don't really care that much. Like he's still, you know, still gonna be 1 cost. I could have played the hammer immediately, it'd be cheaper, but okay, that's a death. Yeah, okay. I guess it could have been the ebony blade too, but you know. So down 7 there. That actually seems like a fine spot for a Scar, I guess. I don't know. Sure. You can weirdly fill this out for the thing, but do you want to do that? I don't know. I mean, you're gaining 9 here. You're up 18 to 5. I just have so many options, you know, like so many ways to do this. I just don't even know what to do. Like, is Scar enough left? Like, surely they don't double down left, do they? We go to 35. It's a 6-point lead. I mean, I will say a 6-point lead doesn't sound great. Okay, yeah, I just feel like we're so far ahead it can go 8 million ways on this. Like, there's just, how do you lose, you know? Hella doesn't do enough. Like, there's just a million options. This being such a big lead by default really helps too, although I don't even think we would have needed it really. Great win. Yeah, nice easy win there, even with that Gambit doing scary stuff. Camelot. Yeah, we can toss a Cable into Camelot. Why not? Always love Cable. I was a sucker for Cable as a kid, you know, that 90s aesthetic of like all the belts, all the pouches, a metal arm. Are you kidding me? That's so cool. I love metal arms. You know, that whole vibe. Dude, I would love to send this Red Guardian left, but there's no target there right now. Maybe I get away with like a King Eitri in the meantime. Viv, I guess, actually is pretty good too, yeah. Love a Red Guardian there. Play a card left, opponent. Is this a bot, dude? This is a weird play, right? Elsa Wright is a super weird play. I don't believe that's a real play at all. That seems very incorrect. I mean, honestly, Eitri kind of wants to go here, right? If you get a 20-point lead and the opponent hasn't committed to it yet, like, surely you're fine. I'm just gonna play like Jane mid or Jane right and Galactus mid, maybe. I feel like that's gonna be okay. Oh, Mr. Negative deck. What in the world? Oh, that's from Camp Lehigh. Oh, I didn't even realize. I mean, Mr. Negative is legit. There's no magic in play right now. Galactus is certainly gonna solo wherever he goes. Jane's up to 11, which is cool. She's never gonna be the weakest card, right? Is she at 11? I don't think so. Magic left would actually be, they'd be cooking with that, dude. That'd be tough. Yeah, it would actually be tough. We could still bail out with Viv, but you know, usually they'd play around that. They'd control that. Okay, this has got to be a bot, right? There's no world where a human being runs Mr. Negative Devil Dinosaur. I mean, it's like actually not the worst thing ever, but it's just strange, right? There's just no world. I think this has got to be a bot, right? I think if I snap, it'll leave, won't it? I think so. Dude, this Galactus gets crazy big, by the way. It's cool. It's actually cool how big it gets. Between the Viv and the Galactus buffs, you know, like we're past Infinite status, which is just really cool. Yeah, oh, good Iron Man, but it's definitely a bot, and they are gonna lose. It's like Galactus almost soloed, and you know, like if their hand is just a couple cards smaller, he would have soloed this, dude. Crazy. 25 power. All right. Oh, armor and what pulled for Sakaar? It is magic. Oh, I don't love magic. I mean, generally that just indicates a really high impact, high power deck, and we, you know, we have some limits. Like we do scale. Like, you know, we get some scalers. Beta Ray Bill, Galactus get big, but they don't scale against, you know, Mr. Negative or whatever. So And our kind of per turn scaling isn't really dramatic. We have a good curve fit, you know. Play the 4, play the 5, play the 6, and you're good to go. Mercury we can kind of deny maybe by putting a big card there. I guess Bifrost is not a problem. Oh, Beta Ray Bill Wright is actually pretty sweet. He's gonna go to, you know, 7. Oh crap, Debris is a pain in the butt though. Beta Ray Bill to 7. I mean, Viv can move out, but she might just move out at the wrong time, you know, that's the issue. Can I get a cannonball? Doc Ock, King Eitree's fine actually. That's just bonus points. I don't mind. Like, that's pretty good for us, really. Pretty decent scaling, honestly. I want to play Cable before, you know, it's too late, I guess, but I really wish this armor were going, you know, like in a meaningful Mercury spot, but oh dude, that's sad. We drew our Stormbreaker. That's just kind of a dead draw right now. Maybe Cable goes first. No, I guess, I don't think so. I think this is fine. So mid, like, we have to assume is kind of cooked unless Viv moves out, right? If they allow Viv to move out, like if they play a, you know, demon here or whatever, they go too early on it, like, we might be okay. Titania, oh, almost, not quite. Hear me out. I'm just gonna rip all these right now because I'm worried about getting locked out by stupid Acid Arrow, Viper, and Nihilus. There's a million things, right? So maybe we do this. It's actually enough power behind the Jane that even like moving a Mercury Cannonball doesn't automatically feel like I lose here. It's like what, 10 and 4 is 14. They'd have 8 and 3. Maybe if Viper goes over, they could get more like an Annihilus or whatever. This feels like they already committed the Cannonball, right? Seems like they're in on it to me. Oh! Opponent retreated! I don't know what we did, but we outsmarted something. I don't know, maybe this is Acid Arrow, and then they were gonna Cannonball later, right? That's probably what it was. Oh, baby, I like it a lot. Let's go. That's good. I didn't think we were gonna hold.